Everything starts, everything ends, and yet we pretend it doesn't. We're obsessed with beginnings, the fresh start, the new chapter. We spend our lives chasing the next win, the next milestone, the next big thing. But let me tell you that we might be missing the most powerful lesson of all. What if the secret to a full life isn't in what we start, but in what we learn to let go of? Welcome to Stay Blessed, Stay Happy. This is your space for calm, clarity, and a little joy. Today we are diving yet again into Navratri, but this time it's not to talk about the 9 nights or the forms of the goddesses, but to uncover what this festival teaches us about endings, impermanence, and life cycles. Most festivals celebrate a story's happy ending, a victory, a return. Think of Ganesh Chaturthi. We celebrate his victory and his immersion as a triumphant farewell where he takes away all our troubles with him. But Navratri's lesson is different. It's not just a farewell, it's a masterclass in the cycle of life itself. In every ritual, it teaches us the wisdom of impermanence. Think about it. In Bengal, the grand finale of Durga Puja is Bisharjan, the immersion of the goddess. After days of celebration, the same hands that painstakingly crafted her now gently release her into the waters. This isn't about a goodbye to a deity. It's a living metaphor. It shows us that creation and release are just part of the same cycle. Meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu, families carefully dismantle their Golu doll arrangements. Again, this is not an act of sadness, but that of quiet acceptance. The beautiful display, a work of art and a repository of stories is carefully put away. It's a subtle, profound act of letting go, acknowledging that even moments of pure joy and beauty are temporary. And in Bengal, as women smear vermilion or sindoor on each other during Sindoor Khela, the joy of togetherness exists along the knowledge that Ma Durga will leave, a vibrant reminder that endings and celebrations coexist. In Gujarat, Garba is not just a dance, it's a moving meditation on life itself. At the center of the circle is the Garbhadi, a small clay lamp. Garbha literally means womb, symbolizing creation, potential, and the source of life. The lamp's flame represents the divine spark within all of us, the eternal light of consciousness. As dancers move in synchronized circles around the lamp, they mirror the cyclical rhythm of the universe: birth, growth, death, and renewal. Each step, each twirl is a symbolic journey of life. We revolve around the source of creation, yet we never cling. We flow with the rhythm of existence. Similarly, in Telangana, the festival of Bathukamma ends with the immersion of beautiful floral arrangements. Vibrant and alive for days, they are surrendered to the river, a reminder that even beauty and creativity are temporary, flowing back into the source, just as life continually renews itself. In our fast-paced lives, moments appear and disappear almost instantly. The final text in a chat, the last day at a job, the completion of a project, they all arrive, shine, and leave. Nothing lingers forever. This festival is the ultimate vibe check. Every immersion, every dismantled doll, every completed dance is a masterclass in being present. It's about letting go so you can actually live in the now, not stuck in the past. It's a yearly reminder that the art of surrendering is what allows us to move forward to whatever's next. So as the goddess departs and the flowers sing, let's remember the simple truth. Endings are not the opposite of life. They are its very rhythm. And when the next year comes, the goddess will return, reminding us once again of life's beautiful cycles. If you like this video, share, subscribe, and hit that like button. Stay blessed, stay happy.